Welcome to Studio D on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. This is Sooner Sports Pad. And now, your host, Tori Johnson.
Welcome to Sooner Sports Pad. I'm new here. I'm your new host, Tori Johnson, and of course, you know these guys, your analysts, Collin Kennedy and Josh Callaway. We have a really fun show here for you guys today. Guys, who do we have on set with us?
Yeah, it's Greek night here at Sooner Sports Pad. Fraternities and sororities from campus are all up in the stands. They're loud and rowdy. Yeah? And they should be, because we have two very special guests. Josh, who do we have?
Yeah, we got two pieces of the best offense in college football here.
Boom.
Grant Calcaterra and Trey Sermon. And later on in the show, Collin and I will say where we think a Sooner star should end up in the NFL.
And to boot, our brand new host will tell us a story about a spooky tradition here on campus. Spooky.
The Sooners survive another Wild West shootout in Lubbock. OU overcame a sellout, blackout Red Raider crowd, flying tortillas, and 10 costly penalties that accounted for 113 yards. It was definitely one for the books, especially for several Sooners who had record-breaking days. One of those guys, he's right here. Preacher man Trey Sermon tore up the Red Raider defense to rack up 206 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns for the best game yet. Kyler Murray, he started off with 2 picks but rallied for 360 yards passing and 3 TDs and running in 100 yards to add another rushing score, which shattered the Big 12's previous record. The defense stood the test against the second-best offense in the conference, and Robert Barnes, there go that man. He intercepted a Tech 2-point conversion and ran it back 98 yards for the lead. Welcome to Championship November, everybody. If that Sooner offense doesn't have you fired up, I don't know what will. Josh, you were right on the court. What did you think of the show that they put on in Lubbock?
Yeah, I'm running out of words. This offense is unbelievable. Best offense of college football, as I said, and the man running the show, Kyler Murray. 50 points for the 5th time this year, 3rd straight week over 50. You're going to win some games when you score that many points. Kyler Murray had those 2 early interceptions. After that, basically flawless. He's the first Sooner ever with 300 passing yards and 100 rushing yards in the same game. Pretty good, not too bad. Trey Sermon, as you mentioned, Tori, huge night, 206 yards, 3 touchdowns, had the one that iced it there just in the end of the 4th quarter. Liam Morris continuing to improve. He's a touchdown machine. 2 more for him, had a career-high 101 yards. He continues to assert himself along with CD and Marquise in that really talented receiving crew. I've been saying it for weeks, but this offense is the absolute best in the country, and they showed it again in Lubbock. Continue to dominate.
They just dominate every single football game. I'm pretty sure there's no way to actually stop them. You just have to hope they stop themselves. Definitely. There's no way that ever is going to happen. All right, let's look at some Sooner defense, ladies and gentlemen, because they got the job done down there in West Texas. They faced a tall task, and you mentioned it. They got to stop earlier on in the football game, but then those 2 turnovers put them in a tough spot. Ball at the 5 and the 30, there's not a whole lot you can do there. But Kenneth Murray, I thought, brought up a great point after the game. He said eventually that offense that was so complex and trying to be so deceitful had to simplify, and when they did, this Sooner defense capitalized on it, and eventually they got the job done. I think that stat over there was a little bit misleading. The scoreboard was crazy, and at the end of it all, I think the defense played a lot better at the end of it than I think a lot of people perceived. I think it was only about 25 points actually given up by them. Yeah. You really think about it. To that offense, that's impressive.
Yeah, that's something we said. The 46 points on the board, very misleading. They played much better than that would indicate.
Well, earlier today, Josh Callaway caught up with Kenneth Murray about how the defense kept their composure in that crazy Red Raider atmosphere.
I felt that we handled it pretty good. Obviously, going into Lubbock, you know, we knew it was going to be tough. We knew it was going to be that type of environment. We knew we were going to have adversity. So I feel like the team responded well, and we just continued to fight, and we came out with a win.
Now, you know, Tech got up to 46 points, obviously, but defense put some tough spots in the first half. Do you feel like you played a lot better than the scoreboard would indicate?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like we played a whole lot better than what the scoreboard indicated. Obviously, you know, being put in tough spots early on in the game is no excuse. But at the end of the day, you know, we came out there with a win, and that's all that we can ask for.
Do you feel like the atmosphere like that is a good prep for atmospheres down the line, like Morgantown, bowl games, stuff like that?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that just prepares us for you know, even more hostile environments. And so Lubbock is definitely a great place, a great environment to play. And, you know, I enjoy playing there, but I think overall, you know, we handled it well, and we came out with a win.
Seems like you and Coach Ruffin are really close. What's that relationship like?
Me and him are really close, obviously, because I'm pretty much his eyes and ears out there on the field. So he always, is on me about thinking like him, trying to, react like him and stuff like that. So, when you have a relationship like that and we have a coach that wants you to be like that, obviously your relationship is going to be real close. So I'm real close with Coach Ruff, and, I love him to death.
Looking ahead to Bedlam, you got to play in the game last year. What's the rivalry like, and what are you looking for this time around?
It's a big rivalry, obviously, for the tradition of OU, because, OU, Oklahoma State. So, we're back at home. It's time to protect the Palace. Time to go to work and get a win this week.
Thanks, guys.
Well, I know it's hard to believe, but it's not just football season here. Josh, what was the men's basketball team up to this weekend?
Yeah, it's basketball time in Oklahoma also. Men's basketball team hitting the LNC for the first time. They played Pittsburgh State on Thursday and took the Gorillas down 92-58. Jamoni McNeese was the leading scorer in that one. 15 points, 5 blocks. He had a nice showing. Brady, Larry Bird, Manic got himself a double-double, 12 points and 13 rebounds. Another guy with a lot to prove this season, Christian Doolittle. He had a nice game, 8 points, 9 rebounds of his own. All in all, 12 different Sooners saw at least 10 minutes, and 10 of them got at least 5 points. So it was really, the ball was spread around really nicely. Encouraging first game for the team. They get it started against UT Rio Grande Valley on Friday. And the women's team, they're in an exhibition ball game here tonight against Northeastern State. So basketball season's upon us.
Got to get the LNC rowdy this year, man. Those two teams,
Fun
be a lot of fun. Pack the Lloyd Noble Center. Let's get it going. All right.
For sure.
We're talking teams right now, but I'm pretty sure that if you took every college gymnastics team in the country and combined them into one, they still wouldn't have the talent of Yule Moldauer. This guy is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. He spent time at the 2018 World Championships in Qatar, and guess what? Finished 4th in the world on the floor. Score of 14.566, which improved his 6th place previously with a 14.433. This guy, so good, no matter if he's out there for OU or our own country, he dominates every single outing. The guy is just impressive. Definition of.
Absolutely.
Yep, pretty great, pretty amazing, but it's time for us to take a break, but don't go anywhere, because when we come back, these two will face off. We'll see how some Sooners celebrate Halloween, and we'll hear from our guests. Stay with us. Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. It's time for Face Off. So, my first question for you guys. Rodney Anderson, he was ruled out this season for a knee injury, but he recently declared for the NFL draft. What team do you think is the best fit for him? Josh, what do you think?
First, I want to give our well wishes to Rodney. Too bad he went down this year. We both thought he could be a Heisman candidate type of guy. He's going to be a great pickup for an NFL team, though. You know where Rodney's from, right?
Katy, Texas.
Down south by Houston. I think he should stay close to home and go to the Houston Texans. I really like that fit for him. They're a good team. They're 6-3. You got your good quarterback, Deshaun Watson. You got DeAndre Hopkins. J.J. Watt's maybe the best defensive player in the league. They just need a good running back to complete the puzzle. You have Lamar Miller now. He's solid, but you could improve. They drafted Deontay Foreman from Texas to kind of be that guy. He's been a letdown. Shocker. What else is good from the Longhorns? I think he's the fit. I think he's the guy. I think Houston Texans is a good match for him.
I like it. I mean, he was obviously a legend down there in Texas. Could be a nice fit and maybe take some pressure off of Deshaun Watson. But, Josh, I'm going to go for it.
Yeah, you're –
Rodney Anderson of the Cleveland Browns, ladies and gentlemen. Make it happen. Reunite Rodney Anderson and Baker Mayfield. I got to tell you, I think the Browns need a running back right now, and Baker Mayfield could use a weapon to take some pressure off of his shoulders. And we've seen what happens when Rodney Anderson and Baker Mayfield are on the same offense. If the Browns want to have similar success, go out and get Rodney Hot Rod Anderson, and I think they could have an even better offense than they do now, which honestly isn't saying much. But Rodney Anderson, man, he's an unbelievable talent, and Baker Mayfield really knows how to utilize him in all 3 phases of the game. Those two back together in the backfield would be unbelievable for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Baker could use
Go
some help.
get him.
Okay, well, I'm here with Matthew, and he has an audience question for you guys.
I would like to ask which men's basketball player will score the most this season.
This is a hard question.
It's tough.
It could be a lot of different guys. I'll go with the guy who led the team in scoring on Thursday, Jamoni McNeese. This guy, freak athlete, can jump out of the gym. He's gotten progressively better every single year he's been here. He's always done great on the blocks and clean up the boards. Now I'm ready to see his offensive game take that next step. As I said, he's gotten just consistently better each and every year. I think they're just going to feed him down low, Calixte and the other guards. I think he's ready to take the next step and maybe be the best player on the team and be the go-to guy.
McNeese is definitely the leader defensively. If he can figure it out offensively, man, he may just be all-around unstoppable. I like the pick. And you know who I wanted to pick originally for this, right?
Yeah.
Larry Legend to be. I wanted to pick Brady Manick, but I'm going to stray back a little bit. I'm going to go with Christian James.
Brady's hurt.
Yeah, Brady's banged up. But I think Christian James, he's getting sleeker, trimmer, and tougher. And right now, we know what Lon Kruger can do with stud guards. Buddy Hield, Trey Young. Could Christian James be next? I don't know. What I do know is he will eventually be the go-to guy on the perimeter. And he's shown us that he can be a nice guy from way downtown. His three-point shot is unbelievable. And I think this year, he'll finally be the guy to emerge in the backcourt and be the go-to guy. I think he's going to put up points in a hurry and eventually be the leading scorer.
I definitely think he's going to be really improved this year. I agree there.
Well, either way, excited to see both of those guys this season. But now it's time for y'all to show me your viral video. Show me what you got.
Okay, well, anybody who knows me knows I'm a big Atlanta Falcons fan. I was hoping Trey was. He's from Georgia. He's not. Kind of let me down there. I really don't like the New Orleans Saints, but Michael Thomas yesterday, all-time boss move. We got to see this thing. It's Saints-Rams, biggest game of the week, one of the biggest games of the season. So here we go. Late in the game, Saints touchdown here to Michael Thomas. It's like a 70-something yarder. Ices the ball game. But when he gets to the end zone, he's got a little celebration plan. They let you celebrate a lot more in the NFL than you do in college. He goes underneath the goalpost and pulls out an old school flip phone. He's got to make some calls. He's got to call his buddies. Look at that. Pulls a phone out, and that's not even the best part. It's an homage. Homage? I hope that's how you say that. Joe Horn, he was on the Saints back in 2003 in the same goalpost, same end zone, did the same celebration.
Very nice.
How about that? I hope he knew that. Pretty cool stuff right there. I'm most impressed that he found a flip phone.
Yeah, going to the history books. I like it, Josh Callaway, but that was all around a great celebration. Let's get some more celebration in college football, right? Let's do it.
Let's loosen up.
All right, mine's on the funnier side. We know that OU and Nebraska have a long-standing tradition as being rivals, so I'm going to try and reignite that. And my dad is obviously a Nebraska Cornhusker, so he's not going to like this at home. But the Nebraska kicker forgot how to do his job. Let's check it out because kickoff's coming and bam, he hits the deck. That happened a little quick. So let's run it back real quick because he completely forgot how to kick a football forward. He's bummed out about it because he should. Look at this mess. I don't know where the ball's going, and then he hits the deck. Probably bruised his hip. Doesn't feel good, that's for sure. An all-around embarrassing moment for that young man, and I'm sure if they need a kicker, I'm on call. I could use a scholarship. Just give me a call, Scott Frost. I know you need a couple of ball players right now.
What's more embarrassing, that or Ohio State almost losing at home to Nebraska?
That game was just a mess all the way around.
Okay, well, now it's time to pick the winners. You guys get to cheer for who you think won, so cheer the loudest if you think the winner was Josh. Okay. So if you think the winner is Collin, give it up. Okay, this is a tough one for me. I wish you could both be winners, but I think the cheers were louder for Collin. Well, thank you so much, and we'll be right back after another break, so stay with us. You're going to finally get to hear from our guests.
Thanks to our cornerstone television partners, OU Medicine, Anheuser-Busch, OU Extended Campus, and our community partners, Landers Auto Group, Devon Energy, Coca-Cola, and OU Medicine.
Welcome back. Every year, OU softball and baseball teams treat fans to a special Halloween game. I was there this year, and even though they kept score, there was no loser.
Happy Halloween!
On October 30th, OU baseball and softball kicked off the holiday festivities, welcoming the community free of charge. Decked out in costumes, the team concluded fall ball with a 5-inning scrimmage against each other. Baseball topped softball 3-2.
A win's a win, for sure. We'll just take that no matter who our opponent is, softball team, any other baseball team. And the scoreboard says it all. That's not on anymore, but we came out on top, and that's all that matters.
Usually the teams are really competitive, but at the end of this game, it didn't matter if they won or lost. They all helped a good cause.
The event benefits the Versus Cancer Foundation for the Children's Hospital at the OU Medical Center.
For us to do this for Halloween and for a good cause, it's really fun, and everyone contributes in any way they can, which is really cool.
The team raised $27,500, but added a home run derby. Landers Auto Group vowed to donate $50 for every long ball. 5 Sooners from each school
squad stepped up to the plate, combining for 47 homers, adding more than $2,000 to the cause, bringing the total to nearly $30,000.
They feel really blessed to have the kind of support from the community, so they want to be able to give something back to the community, and this is a way they do it.
Thank you so much to OU's sports for always coming. They help us a lot with events and for fundraisers, and so our kids love getting to see them, and it's been a really great partnership that we're glad to be a part of.
On top of fundraising, the Sooners got to interact with some of their biggest fans.
Boomer Sooner! My favorite part is just being able to interact with the kids and us getting dressed with them and just being able to pass out candy to them, have a good time, and just laugh together.
Yeah, it's different for them seeing us outside of our softball uniforms, so for them to see us like dressed up and just be like normal people, like that's really cool, and they're so excited, so it's fun.
It's amazing because the platform that we're on as Oklahoma athletes, using that to help a great cause is just a great feeling to us, and I know for our team it is as well.
The money raised will fund child life programs like the PET program that help kids feel more like kids and make the hospital a more fun place for them.
And now it's time to hear from our guests, Grant Calcaterra and Trey Sermon.
Yeah. Come on up.
Guys, glad you could come.
Appreciate you. Let's have some fun. All right, so let's address it. You guys just got back from a loud and rowdy environment down there in Texas Tech. You got the win, so overall, what are your thoughts on the game? How did it go?
It was amazing. The atmosphere, it was crazy, and I enjoyed playing there.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty crazy. I mean, they're throwing tortillas at us and stuff. They're crazy fans, but it was a good atmosphere. It was a good win.
And I heard that they were apologizing to you?
Yeah, I mean, they beat me up pretty good. So.
I was just about to ask, are you okay? You got beat up a little bit there.
Yeah, I'm good now, but, I mean, took a few hits, got a few bumps and bruises, but I'm good.
Do you take some pride in being the guy who's willing to go over the middle and, you know, get popped like that?
Yeah, I mean, whatever I can do to help team win I'm going to do it, so.
Pretty simple question for you both. Is this the best offense in college football?
I believe so.
I think so.
Why is it? Because we've seen lots of offenses come through Oklahoma that have been unbelievable. Why is this one the best?
I just feel like we just have so many weapons all over the field, and I mean, anybody's bound to score a touchdown on any play. So.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. We got the best offensive line in the country, and so they're going to keep it good up front. We can run, we can pass. So. Just a matter of what we can do to score.
Now, even with this offense being as good as it is, there are still doubters across the country for the Oklahoma Sooners. For you guys, what does doubt do for you, and how does it motivate you?
It just motivates us, get us going, get us working harder, and just more focus and practice, just trying to get better. So, I mean, we can prove them wrong.
Yeah, I think, honestly, it's nice to have doubt because then you can just go out and prove people wrong. It just makes it much more fun.
You guys both played in Bedlam. It was a crazy game last year. How special is it to play in that game? How much are you looking forward to this game?
It's very special. My experience last year, it was phenomenal, and I'm just looking forward to it, just going out there and get a win.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a big game, and I mean, it's like a state championship. I mean, whoever wins this game is the best team in Oklahoma right now, so it's a big game.
Give it up. All right, final question for you two from us. You guys are both sophomores, but you've already established yourselves as leaders heading into Bedlam. How much do you like that leadership role, and how will you handle it in that rivalry environment?
I like it. I've embraced it, and just going in, just trying to keep everybody just focused and locked in, ready to just win.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an honor just to, you know, be up there with the older guys and try to make an impact on the team and on a leadership level. So just honored and going to do my best to try and help them.
For sure. I think Tori's got an audience question for you.
Yeah, I'm back here with Matthew, and he has an audience question for you guys.
I want to know how y'all are going to handle the past few games of the season, especially going against Kansas and finally in Morgantown and West Virginia.
We're just gonna take it week by week. We aren't really worried about those teams right now, but I mean, we're confident that Coach Riley and the staff will have a game plan drawn up for us. So it's just our job to go out there and execute.
Anything to add from you?
Really, I mean, he pretty much said it. We just take it week by week, but I mean, we're confident in our ability. So I mean, we're just gonna take care of business.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, well, I am so sorry, but it's time for us to take another break. But don't worry, we'll be right back for Dynamic Duos, where I'm going to test these teammates to see how well they really know each other. he's going to try to guess all these questions about Trey. He says he can get all of them, but we're going to see. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, question number 1. What is Trey's favorite cheat meal? A, Mexican, B, ice cream, C, Pizookie, or D, pasta?
Pizookie.
Pizookie. Yes. Right away. Okay, 1 for 1. Question number 2. Who is Trey's favorite player to watch in the position he plays in the NFL? Is it A, Ezekiel Elliott, B, Le'Veon Bell, C, Joe Mixon, or D, Todd Gurley?
It's Le'Veon Bell.
Alright, here, I'm going to switch it up this time. Kind of different. Question number 3. If Trey could be an animal, what would he be? A, a koala, B, a lion, C, a rhino, or D, a cheetah?
Koala.
Okay.
Is that the answer? Please be the answer. What?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Question number 4. Who is Trey's celebrity crush? Is it A, Rihanna, B, Ariana Grande, C, Jennifer Aniston, or D, J-Lo?
What do you think?
Come on, J-Lo. Go with your gut.
Rihanna.
Okay, here we go. One more question. Who is Trey's favorite artist? Is it A, Lil Wayne, B, George Strait, C, Lil Baby, or D, Cardi B?
Lil Baby.
Give it to George. He's stumped.
I'm going Lil Baby.
Okay, Lil Baby.